Hello. Hello. It is raining out here today. It is raining quite severely. Fun fact, today was the first time I drove my car through a puddle and made all like a how it always rise up and splashes everyone on the sidewalk. There was no one on the sidewalk because again, it is raining cats and frickin' dogs. Like I had to be outside in the brief time it took to get from my office to the car and from the car to home, and that was too much. That was too much entirely. So no one was around outside. I gotta tell you, it's not that fun putting a car through a puddle. I thought it would be like a big like whoa, it'd be all fun like a log flume. It was just it was terrifying, honestly. Like the car kind of like catches a little. No one told me about that. Someone should have told me about that. In any case, I believe, I am in the right save file. I have figured out what was wrong last time. Last time I streamed, I got raided and I did not even notice it. And that was a little embarrassing, wasn't it, people? I did notice this time around, or I will notice hopefully this time around, because I figured out the problem was the update to the beta put the music and sound effects back to like their default levels. And I like to have them all the way down low, that way every other sound in my computer is louder by comparison. That was not the case here. I think we're going to start on a couple of random runs just to whet the appetite, get the skill up a little bit. And then we're gonna go back to the well. We're gonna pick up my good boy Azazel. And I don't know, we're gonna just try and unlock stuff. What do we need for you? We need Mega Satan and the Ascent. These are not very compatible. We need a lot for Judas. You know what? Put me in a Judas run. Put me on a Judas run. Let's see what's going on. And before we get started, actually, once again, I have my little list. Oh, okay, okay. Get ready to hear about that. Yeah, fuck it, we ball. Is the audio good? I'm pretty sure it's coming through. I'm gonna bump it up just a little bit. So. Let me tell you, right? I recently Twitch implemented. If you don't stream, you probably will not know about this, but when you have clips as a Twitch streamer, there is an automated feature that's very useful. Lets you share them automatically to YouTube and TikTok. That was it so far. I don't know if it's because of the TikTok being banned scare or whatever it was, but they also introduced a way to move them to Instagram, to have it like posted as an Instagram reel. So I was like, sure, that sounds like, it's as many eyes as I can get on, my little clips, whatever. It seems like a good deal. I go to make an Instagram account. I'm like, okay, create a new account, username GalliumGG. I use my my email as verification form because it was like choose between phone or email. I choose email. They send me an email code. I punch it in. And the second the account is created, it gets banned. But I mean like literally the second. Like create the account. I saw the account for like 0.2 seconds. And then it flashed the screen that was like, your account is being restricted because of violating Instagram, whatever. It's like it's a freshly made account. All it has is a username and an email link to it. Email is perfectly active, and I've proven it's mine via the code. The username is GalliumGG, which is like an element of the periodic table. Like it's not, it's not anything controversial, I didn't think. But yeah, it's banned. 180 days to appeal, and then after that it's permanently deleted. Not great. I do not love that. I see. Okay, what do I do about appealing? And they're like, okay, first introduce this CAPTCHA code. I do. Pretty easy stuff. No problem there. Then, okay, send, input the code we sent to your email. I do that, no problem there. Okay. Give us your phone number. I'm like, fuck you, I don't want to give you my phone number. I use my phone number for my main account. Actually, I'm not sure I use that one, because I have my Spain number that I'm pretty sure is the one that is linked there. So, like, it's just a number, but I'd rather not have a personal phone number linked to a streaming account where I'm trying to sort of, you know, keep those parts of my life separate, etc., etc. I'm like, I don't want to give you my phone number. But I literally can't proceed unless I input my phone number. So I'm at an impasse there. I was steaming. Like on Discord, I posted like a whole rant, you know, like, oh, we're getting greedy, aren't we, Zucky boy? I started getting a little upset. It is fair to say. But then, today, with a bit more of like a cooler head, I was like, well, at the end of the day, you know, it is their service. They can demand of me kind of whatever they want. It's not like they owe me an Instagram account. And if they say they need a phone number, I'll give it to them. Sure. Okay. I put in my phone number and it said I could not use that phone number. Now my phone number is granted a recycled number, which means it's like someone else owned it before me. There's a chance it's already connected to an Instagram account. I don't see how that would be a problem though. Like even if it has been used before, clearly it is mine now, and I can verify that it is mine. But if you send a code to the number, I'll be the one that receives it. I can promise you that much. That spider dude like a tactical freaking beam over to me. And now I'm just sitting here where like, well, I can't create a separate account with my username because it's already in use by the account that is currently in probation. I can't unprobate that account because it's freaking like impossible. I can't do it via phone number, and that's pretty much the only way to do it, apparently. So now I'm just like shit out of luck, basically. I just have a dead Instagram account. I could have been posting all my shit to it, but apparently we can't do that. And you know what really gets my goat about all this? It's that, like, Instagram is worried about what my account being a bot. Aren't they literally adding their own, like, AI accounts? Or weren't they adding bots, like, themselves? Why is it cool when you do it and not when I do it? And I'm not even doing it. It's the other, like, just really upsetting, all in all. And it soured a pretty already kind of not stellar week at work, just because I'm having some insecurities about the PhD program and such, because like when I was there it felt like everyone else was more qualified than I might be, which granted that they might well be, you know, because for all the work that I've done, there's only so much I know how to do, and I think they, you know, if it comes to planning an experiment, if it comes to talking like high concept terms and design and stuff, I'm kind of not really there, which is a little upsetting, but it's the truth. I can't do anything about that. So I'm having some insecurities about that, not helped by the fact I got rejected from one PhD program today. And we've been doing like a new experiment, which carries with it like, you know, learning a new protocol and writing a new protocol and reading a couple of papers and putting together a viable protocol. My boss has me reading 2 protocols that are like 99% similar, but they have a little point of difference, and he's like, make 2 separate protocols, one for each of these, and tell me in a table the differences between the 2. And I'm like, yes, boss. It's also, I mentioned before, but like, it's, yeast stuff. We're doing stuff with yeast, which is like it's a really like super cool experiment. But doing yeast work in a cell work lab is kind of like a asking for trouble basically, because yeast is like the number one thing that's gonna kill your cell cultures. Uh, okay. So that's like, and because we want to know how quickly the yeast is growing, every 2 hours on the dot, I have to, yeah, I'll do it. Every 2 hours on the dot, I have to go. I have to take a reading from the yeast, and then we have to correlate it to some dilutions that I did yesterday. And again, whenever you're doing yeast work, there's so much added like stress there because it's so easy to get it wrong. It's so easy to have something slip up, and then suddenly you're contaminating someone else's experiment. And it's one thing to kind of plan out a chunk of the day and be like, this is gonna be yeast work. Especially, if you do it kind of like toward the end of the day. You do your yeast work, you go home, and that's it. It's pretty peaceful, it's pretty kosher, it's pretty easy to do. No, instead what we are doing, because we're doing it every 2 hours on the dot, it becomes a exercise in freaking going crazy trying to put together the experiment, and whatever other experiment I have to do needs to be very carefully separate from all the yeast work that I'm doing. I need to be careful that, all of my clothes are never exposed because yeast will just latch onto your clothes and then travel with you across the whole lab. And forget about like your own experiments. If you contaminate your own experiments, I mean it really sucks, and getting yeast out of a culture can be really difficult, but it's at the end of the day just your experiment. But if you contaminate someone else's fucking experiment, oh my god, I would never be able to live it down. I'd be mortified, man. So that's sort of what's been going on lately, and on top of it today, such severe rain, like such bad rain. It was it was so messed up because I get out of work. I tried to leave a little early. I was trying to like head off the rain a little bit. Didn't quite happen. I was caught in the middle of the worst of it, but that's all right. It was a horrible drive home. Got home pretty late, which is why stream's starting a little late today. Okay, that'll be good for getting a heart. But it was yeah, it was just like pretty horrible weather, and then I was like, well, at least I got through the worst of it. Now I'm home. And then the second I'm home, the rain like stopped. They changed that. It used to be when you got hit. Shot speed up, I'll take it. So yeah, I've been... Whoa. Fuck, dude. Give me someone that's not Judas. With Judas, I love you. Don't get me wrong. You know what? Just give me like a good old-fashioned random. I haven't done a random in a while. Give me a good old-fashioned random run. Okay, actually, yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think I've done anything with Lilith. Lilith can be kind of fun. If you can put it together nicely. Of course, it does require a bit more brain power than I would like. But I did ask for it. I did say give me a random run. Y'all, I'm back on the dollop. I was listening to a lot of my brother and me. I'm back on the dollop. I'm home, man. I listening to that again. It's like, oh yeah. I forgot how far I got into it, because like you have to remember, a lot of these podcasts I listen to, they are like, they start at 2012, 2013, etc. As the Dollop, for example, is one of those. So a lot of these podcasts I listen to are like that. But I forgot I got as far as like 2020 just from like listening to it pretty much obsessively 8 hours a day at work until I caught up. So actually, we're looking pretty good over there. Yeah, honestly, with Lilith, speed is not a bad idea because having a disjointed like source for your tiers, it'll mess with you. It's sort of like Guillotine, but at least this is like a little more consistent, a little more predictable. I kind of like it better. Yeah, I gotta. It's so annoying that like I've sort of self-imposed on myself this like I'll play Skyrim the weekends and yeah, I should have moved earlier. I play Skyrim the weekends and do like Isaac or whatever else during the weekday because I really am itching to play some Skyrim. I suppose there's no one stopping me, right? There's nothing saying I need to play Skyrim the weekend. I could do it now, but I don't know. I kind of have I've got the schedule done. I've got the promise made to myself, and I have been called. I must answer. You understand? A game I've been itching to play also is Marvel Rivals. I was not expecting it to look as good as it does, as like appealing as it does. And Lord knows I like me a hero shooter, man. I mean, I can't deny my roots. It defines who I am. I used to be an Ana main. That was me. I used to be decent at Ana too. Like, you know, not to toot my own horn too much, but toot if you know what I mean. I was decent at that. Especially, I mean, back when I played. Now I feel like I'd get on there and I would just not know anything about anything that's going on. I know like Ana is one of those characters that is like depending on the current patch is either the best character or the worst character. She has like best heals per second or something, but like she can't move, and then they buff the grenade and they nerf the grenade and they buff the sleep dart and they nerf the, you know, it's like it just all of, well. But I'm like, yeah, okay, that was not very cool of you. Curse of Darkness with this boss, for some reason, really messes with me. Must be like the high contrast or something. I don't like it. Ooh, almost walked into the fire. All right. Yeah, but okay, but like because you know, I like to consume my Reddit like passively, right? In the sense that I like to just go on Reddit and go on the popular tab. I don't really care for what my feed gives me, you know, unless I'm particularly looking for Twitch content or something. Otherwise I just go like that. And I gotta tell you, it's so fucking funny, the r/Marvel Rivals subreddit, because apparently they have created this system in Marvel Rivals where at the end of every season, everyone will drop like 6 ranks or something. And at the end of every half season, everyone will drop 4 ranks. So I guess overall you drop 10 ranks if you're completely inactive in a season. People were up in fucking arms about it in the Marvel Rivals subreddit. Like really upset. And there was like the post that posted about it was like, what are they thinking? I can't be I can't be playing, I can't be grinding my elo twice a season. People have jobs. And it's like, listen, you can't be equating like your Marvel Rivals elo to your 9 to 5 job. You can't be like, listen, I can't. Like, what are you doing? I'm gonna have to choose between my job and Marvel Rivals. If that's happening to you, I'm sorry. you're done. You're cooked. They've done a number on you. You didn't even notice it, and they built the addiction out from under you. Because I gotta tell you, that's not good. It's fake like elo points. Plus, does it even matter? Like, I get it that, you know, they probably are not very attracted to the idea, but does it even matter? Because if everyone is getting dropped like 6 ranks or 4 ranks or however many ranks, it doesn't, like, you know, if no one's super, everybody is, right? Like, everyone that was at that rank is gonna be at the rank below, and that rank is no longer gonna be populated with people that don't know what they're doing because they've also been dropped. Like, it's just everyone goes down some, and if you want to build it back up, do, but otherwise, you know, you don't have to be Grandmaster to be happy with your life, I'm pretty sure. I'll take a coin, thank you. Toss a coin to your Witcher. Regardless, though, I still wanna try out Marvel Rivals. I might do, like, just play it by myself off stream first. See if A, I am, like, good enough at it, or like I enjoy it enough that I would like to do it for a stream. And B, if it's like a good fit. One of, like, a big deal for me when I'm streaming is the ability to check chat, talk, you know. If all I'm doing is talking on the comms, if all I'm doing is talking to the people in my team, and that's a whole other can of worms. Like, if I'm talking to people in my team, should I patch them through? I don't think that I should. It doesn't seem like a very sort of conscious thing, because they could say whatever the hell they want, and ultimately I am responsible for putting that in front of you. It's just a lot to consider. I'm getting I'm getting real bad luck over here. It's okay, I mean, literally any unlock will do. We've never done anything with Lilith, so now's the time. Buy low, sell high. Man, I gotta get into stocks. If anyone knows, like, stocks, tell me about it. All I know about stocks is buy low, sell high. But like, sometimes I go on the not even Wall Street Bets, because Wall Street Bets, what they do is not really what I would call good investing. Seems like what they do is just kind of pick a stock, dump their college fund into it, and some of them get like 6 million, and some of them are like, I've lost it all, I'm gonna go learn a trade, guys. Like, it's, you know. But at least they know what the hell an earning call is, and they know what, like, I don't even know. There's like partial stocks. You can buy a part of a stock. I don't know, man. But it's like they do all of that. At least they know it. I just remember trying to sign up for a Robinhood account back in like 2020, maybe even before then. And being pretty upset that they wanted a social security number because I didn't have a social security number. I was like, what do you mean I need to give you identifying information? I can't just buy a stock like I would buy like a can of Coke? You're telling me I can buy a can of Coke, but I can't buy the stock for the can of Coke? Does no one see how messed up this is? If I can buy the end product, why can't I buy into the system that makes it? Are you truly a public company if you cherry pick who can buy your shit? Man, you're gonna get me on a freaking, like, anti-capitalist rant now. We never should have made public companies a thing. That shit is eating the world inside out. Because there's a limited amount of money, but everything around that world is predicated on there always being more money to earn. Is messed up. Is messed up what happens out there. I'm not excited for more of that. But then again, it's the kind of thing where, like, I don't like it, but I feel like to succeed in any measure in this messed up world of ours, even if I don't enjoy it, I probably gotta participate in the system. I don't like the system, but it is a part of me. He lives in me. He lives in you, etc., etc. Okay, okay. Yep, that swipe I was so worried about. Okay, okay, I think we got him. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, Angel Deer. Because I've been having such shitty luck with items. They're just like, yeah, there's nothing else to have. You know what? I'll blow it up, sure. I don't, now I'm like, I wish I had like active item charge. But I did get the item that, you know, if I take a couple of knocks in here, yep, I'm gonna get it, so who knows, man? Never say never and all that. I wish I had some item charge. I wish I had $1 million. You know, I've never seen Friends. I mean, I've seen Friends. I've just never, like, watched it all until the end. So, I've never seen... I don't know how Friends ends. Even though I know that shit was, like, a massive cultural thing. I know, like, I don't know if they showed it in, like, Times Square or, like, and, you know, like, everyone was... It was, like, a fucking cultural thing. It's kind of crazy we don't have that anymore, huh? It's kind of crazy we don't really have like a TV show that everyone is watching because everything's on demand now. There's more TV shows than anyone knows what to do with. All right, thanks. Very cool. Everything's on demand. There's nothing that everyone... You get these like passing like fads, and even then they're insular. You wouldn't think it. Because, motherfucker, you are the insula, right? You are the island. You're like, no, everyone's watching Arcane. Okay, go ask your mom. Is your mom watching Arcane? That's what I mean. Like, you know, Friends, everyone was watching Friends. Doesn't matter who it was. You're like, no, everyone's watching Game of Thrones. I've never seen Game of Thrones. Gotcha. You know, it's just, it's not even like that. We've really lost that. Okay, that was really not good gaming. That was subpar gaming from the streamer. Jesus, I was like, how am I alive? Here's the fun thing, you're not. Completely forgot I even had that. Is there any hearts anywhere for me? I don't, nope. No, there's not. All right. Maybe there's like some health up thing in here. I mean, it is kind of. I'll use it, sure. I'll get that. It is nice. That it was really missing from me, I think. Now that I've tweaked the Isaac audio settings, you can hear the game, but I can pretty much not hear it, which is pretty nice for me, because it like that's what I need to be able to yap, as evidenced. When I can hear the game like even a little, my brain, all it can do is focus on the funky music. I have like a big weakness in my head. The hole where like the space where like a combined processing power for both music and speech is, that does not exist. If there is music playing, I can't focus on anything else. Which means I'm kind of taking my life into my own hands whenever I get into a car and like I'm driving and I put on the radio. Because today I was fucking singing the hell out of freaking Pink Pony Club while on the drive home in the rain. And I mean, you didn't hear it from me, but I had a couple of like, oh shit, like not against like, not that I was driving poorly, it's just that everyone else around me was driving like it wasn't raining, which is just a thing that people do that really drives me insane. I'm a good driver, I promise. many people are saying this. I have had, like, people have gone in my car and been like, it doesn't seem like you've only had your license since October. And I'm like, yeah, well, I've had like a lifetime of practice, dude. Like, everyone in my family is pretty good drivers. My girlfriend's a fantastic driver. So I know what good driving should feel like. I know what good driving looks like. And I don't know if any of y'all did it, but I sure did, even if it is a little cringe to admit. Okay, finally, a good item. I did not know this was allowed. I was so convinced I was dead. Back when I was just figuring, like, you know, starting to take my first lessons in how to drive and stuff, and it was just all like theory stuff. It wasn't even, I'd never been behind the wheel of a car. When my mom or my dad or whoever would be driving, I would be either beside them or in the back seat, sort of with my hands held out, a little like shyly, you know. I didn't want them to know I was doing it, but I had my hands held out. When they turned, I turned, and I kind of moved my foot as if I was pressing the pedals, and sort of I took great pain to make sure I was like mimicking them as best as I could. And I gotta tell you that I think it helped. I was doing the car equivalent of like image training, like shadow boxing, you know? That shit works. I be driving now and I'm like, I know I can take turns a lot easier than some people I know that have had their car for a while. Then again, I think there's also just a qualitative difference, as much as maybe you don't want to admit it because it's a bit of an ugly thing. There's a qualitative difference, I think, in general, when it comes to people and the ability to drive. Not every driver is born equal, I think. Dude, please. Thank you. Oh, thank you. I was gonna say I need item room. I don't need item room. I've had item room. But what about second item room? That's another one. I've never seen the Lord of the Rings or the Hobbit, or I've read it even. Give me just a second. Give me just a second. Oh. Okay. See, that little distraction there, this little maneuver is going to cost us 51 years. That's another one I've never seen. I've never seen Interstellar. I'm pretty sure that's Interstellar. I've just never seen a lot of Kino. I've also not seen a lot of movies, to be fair. Like, I've never been much of a movie head. I've been always more of like a TV show head, and even then, more of a book head, I gotta say. I didn't think that I was, because I've not been an avid reader lately. That's not necessarily the case, though. I've been reading just on my phone a lot. Even today with the fucking rain as bad as it was, my umbrella being fucking blown about everywhere, I still had my freaking nose buried in a ebook as I was walking around, which is probably the reason why my freaking shoes ended up drenched. God, I'm not looking forward to tomorrow. I'm pretty sure I'll be all right. Answers, okay. Answers is good. Let me just, yeah, let me just mute this real quick. Ah, bastard. There's nothing out this way. You were gonna trick me. I really do wonder how we are going to pivot this run into like a winning formula. Because right now it does not seem very hopeful, does it? Right now it kind of like we're limping along, but we're missing a little something, a little pep in our step, you know? Yeah, I was, you know, I don't know why I do what I do, because there was never any room here. Okay, that's okay. That's okay. Bomb? No. Bomb? No. Alright. Oh, coin though. Thank you. I was gonna say, let's keep our eyes open for our planetarium. I thought I was getting healed, dude. That's so fucked up that you would do this. I was so hopeful for like a second. Need to kill the heal. Oh, fuck. I'm sorry, that was really loud for you. I forgot the microphone is like what captures my voice. But it is that, isn't it? All right, let's unlock. Let's go on the Forgotten runs, man. I don't know if I've earned those, but let's go on some runs. Let's unlock the Forgotten. Go, 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 go. Oh, fuck. Just take me back and go, 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 go. Okay, bomb. That's good. That's useful. What am I? How am I on time? Oh, 20 seconds. That's not bad. I'm gonna have to like listen back to that bit. I am honestly so sorry. I did not mean to essentially eat your ear and then scream into it. But I'm sure someone out there is into that, so I'm going to go ahead and say, I bet you liked that, didn't you? You bad boy. No, no. Check phone. Yeah, I saw what you sent. What's up? All right. This shit starts now. Controllable. Yeah, that's not gonna help much. That's not going to help much. Can you? Thank you. And can you? No, actually, this is not going to be. This might well be one. Hello? There it is. Thank you. Trying to like crack these open with the foot. Yep, it's a little maybe foolhardy, I think. A little maybe. There it goes. Thank you. That actually really helped. Kind of cleared out some breathing room for me. I pretty desperately need range up, but I mean I am playing as Azel. That is, when is that not the case, right? Oh, I can see forever. Come on, stomp one, stomp two. Oh, range up. There we go. Thank you. Ask and ye shall receive. All right, go, 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 go. Yeah, what's going on? Oh, wait. Oh, sure, I'll have one. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, I'll have a drink. I thought you were talking about, like, the news. And I was like, well, again, it's, you know, fucked up, but what can I... What should I do about that? Yeah, that one is on me. I think my main problem is it kind of puts this pressure on me, this speed. It's, oh, I mean, it's the, like, the movie Speed. Again, another one I haven't seen, but I know of it. I'm quite familiar as an armchair movie watcher. Armchair movie watcher does not really mean anything, does it? Because that's just how you watch movies. But as a amateur, if you will. Okay, not here. You? No? That's so funky. There it is. I mean, if only, man. If only. Then we've already pretty much verified out here, right? We've already kind of tested this. Yeah. Could be down here, mayhaps. No. It's not gonna be you. Could be out here. Or in here. No, in here we already friggin' tested. Where did it go, dude? Oh, I mean, I guess the floor can be bigger than just what you see, huh? Huh, I wonder who invented them like that. Okay, so now let's see, is it you, maybe? This even the spot? It is the spot, thank you very much. Yeah, that's pretty good. Can you explode these guys? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. It's just me giving, like, affirmations to Mom. Yes, you can do it. I believe in you, Mom. Explode them, pretty please. Thank you. Alright, onwards. So far, I don't want to jinx it. So far, it's going okay. Now, pop this. So it's just you and me. A little bit of, like, some intimate time. Just for the two of us. I'm not going to... Because I've realized the limitations of my skill. Soul Heart makes it a little tempting, maybe. Chariot is decent. What's the pill do? Hematemesis? Eh. Okay, I'll take Chariot. I'm not even going to go in here because I've realized one of my weaknesses. I really need to take better stock of my health. In general, when I'm playing Isaac, especially when I've got Mom's Foot trying to stomp me. Me talking about how Mom's Foot is trying to stomp me, but actually forgetting that I need to dodge Mom's Foot because it's trying to stop me. I swear, okay, I have, like, something going on in the brain. And I mean that, like, in a... like, it happens, like, whenever I'm in a meeting, people will give information, and it feels like I need to pay full attention for it to actually, like, take purchase inside of my brain, rather than just, like, slide off it. I'm good at, like, when it's a well-constructed presentation. I guess the best way to put it is I get bored very easily. I would call that kind of a weakness, sure. But I mean, in a corporate world, in a world where you gotta be paying attention to shit, it is definitely kind of a weakness, I would say. Let's not forget, I can go into the curse room as I am, come as you are. Ugh. Okay, yeah, I need to make the map a little smaller, otherwise I will freaking beef it. It's like elementary shit, man. It's like, you gotta be able to dodge this stuff. Man. Okay, I feel like they also kind of changed the mom stomping, because she doesn't just stomp where you are. She stomps kind of, like, maybe a little predictively, or maybe a little, like, it's not exactly where you are. I'm pretty sure she used to stomp exactly where you were, which made this a lot more bearable once upon a time. What you got for me? I don't get out of bed for anything less than 2 stone chests. Thanks, Mom. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool of you, Mom. Thank you. I am dead in one stomp, so let's be a little careful. Wait, so what does Parasitoid do with Brimstone? Does it hit on, like... I still want my friggin' Could be. Could be. Oh, I was gonna say could be a black heart, and we're in kind of a desperate need for those. The sun. Here comes the sun. Da 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 da. Alright, just get me out of here, man. I've already spent enough time taking damage, getting owned. Please. Thank you. Man, at work this year, we've started taking it very seriously. You know what? Fucking sure. Actually, very useful. We've started taking very seriously, the people's birthdays. We celebrate those a lot more. And I mean, I'm all for it personally. But it's kind of created this awkward situation now where in the month of March, it is just me and my boss that share a birthday. Because we do like a joint birthday celebration for everyone that has a birthday in that month. All together, right? Which I think makes sense rather than like do one at each. Because like you would have to stop work every other day for that. So instead we just do one celebration a month, typically toward the end, where we celebrate everyone's birthdays that have a birthday that month. March is just two people, it's me and my boss. Now they let the people whose birthday it is pick the cake. That's important information, right? That's gonna be in the exam. And now the problem is, I enjoy a chocolate cake as much as the next guy, but is all we have is chocolate cakes. And part of me is like, could we... Fuck you, man. Part of me is like, could we maybe do something that is not chocolate cakes? Could we do... I don't know, I like a cheesecake. Can we do like a cheesecake? So do something a little different. But my boss is really dead set on a chocolate cake. And I'm not about to be the guy that's like, well, I'll fight you on this. Because he pays my salary. Also, he is a scientist of a certain renown, and he probably can help me get into PhD programs and the like. I'm not about to get into a freaking argument with him. Nice. Bombs are key. Yeah, I'm not about to start fighting with him over whether we should be doing... Oh, hello, Belle. I'm not about to start... I was just saying how in my office, we've started taking birthdays pretty seriously now. So every month, we have a bit of a celebration for everyone that has a birthday that month. The problem is that the month of March is just me and my boss. And they let us pick which kind of cake we want, and I like a chocolate cake, but all we do is have chocolate cake, and they get this one that's like has so much freaking like sugar on it, like the fondant and stuff on it, and it's just a little too much icing on the cake for me, you know. So I was like, how about we do like a cheesecake? But my boss is like, no, 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 we should do a chocolate cake. And you know, I'm not gonna fight him on this, but I'm like, man, I wish I could have a little cheesecake for my birthday. There it is. Thank you. Thank you. What you been up to, by the way? How's life? Let me go try and find the ultra secret room. Could be here. Nope. Alright, well. Then with that chocolate cheesecake. Is that a thing? Wait, oh my god. Have I been misled my whole life? I thought it was I had to do one or the other. Are you telling me I could have my cake and eat it too? And it can be chocolate? I was so shocked. I just took all the damage in the world. Bit of health, please. Okay, blow up a machine. Okay, please, Mom, can I blow up a machine? Oh my fucking god, Mom, I'll kill you. Oh, I was hoping to get, like, some hearts. Please? Okay, soul heart, I'll take it. Anything that'll keep me alive a little longer. Finishing the last of my apps this week. Hell yeah. I am a little stressy because at this point there's nothing I can do about all of my apps. There's a lot that haven't gone back to me yet, which is a little concern. I can go to the curse room. Let's go check it out. It's a little concerning. A lot of them haven't gone back to me. One of them got back to me today, and they said they don't want me. So that's definitely also, like, every now and then you get one of those that's a bit of, like, a gut punch. I also, like, I was really into that program, so kind of a bummer. Right, don't stomp anymore. To edit some of my personal statements. Okay, I will say, I feel like my boss, not the boss I share a birthday with, but like literally the leader of the team I am a part of, he kind of screwed me over like a little bit. I feel like you know, I feel like that a little bit. Oh god, both of them at once? I feel like he kind of done screwed me over a little bit. Because he didn't teach me a lot of relevant skills. He taught me how to do like a lot of research work, and I'm very thankful for that. And I'm, you know, I feel like I'm good at that. But he didn't teach me how to like talk with people who are in science. Like, when we were doing in-person visits for this stuff, I was sitting there kind of like, well, I feel like I'm getting precious little out of these talks I'm having with people, and I never know how to ask good, insightful questions because he never involved me in that sort of that aspect of his research. Like, whenever there'd be like a retreat or a conference or, you know, something like that, that everyone else, literally everyone else that has been applying to these programs has gone to, he never took me to one of those. So it's like stuff like that that I feel like has kind of chipped away at my appeal as a candidate. And I need everything I can get. Yeah, it's a good skill. It's so fucked up because in the moment I was just so like scrambling to keep up with everything that was being said. In the moment, I was just scrambling to keep up with everything that was being said, but I couldn't even... I need to rush for the boss room. But now, like, in the current time, I'm like, I feel like I have so many questions I want to ask. If you give me, like, half a day to mull over it, I'm actually, like, really invested, and I feel like I could ask some really insightful questions. I feel like he would have... He should have helped me develop that a little. But, well, I still have like a lot of cred, a lot of rep, because I am in like a super cool, super like cutting edge lab, so that's gonna help for sure. But yeah, I wish. Oh, you only do two? Okay, yeah, that's not cool that you do that. Okay. Okay, we are in time. We are in time. Just barely, dude. Need to get me a bomb. Okay, there's a bomb drop somewhere. I suck at asking questions through stressful interviews. My interviews went well because they happened kind of like in a controlled environment. Like I could study up beforehand, so I had some questions prepared already. And if it comes to like just yapping, I mean, I've cultivated that skill. Let's just say, right? Like I've done a lot of that just by virtue of streaming. So generally speaking, I am okay at that. It's just that, like, there's a lot of these little, like, soft skills when pertaining to research that I don't have at all. Alright, let's go. Hit me. Maybe I should have done that before stomping the thing. Yep, maybe. Yeah, but they did actually. It was pretty helpful. One of these programs that said no to me was like, but we are taking people for masters in like this program or that program. And they're still open to that. So like, maybe if it comes to it, I can like apply for a master's. I would like to not have to do that. I would like to be able to do a PhD and sort of go the full distance. But if I gotta do a master's first and sort of consolidate that shit, I'll do it. Sure. My parents are not into the idea of me doing a master's here in the US though. They say like a PhD is like valid everywhere, but a master's is only really valid in the US. That's huge. Lil Dumpy is so good. Or like, you know, if you get a master's, they're saying basically like if you get a master's in the EU, it's good in the EU. If you get a master's in the US, it's good in the US, but they don't translate like that. The way a PhD does. So if for whatever reason I took a master's here and then I had to go home, then I would just basically have a college degree and a little something attached to it that's not really useful. Oh, thank you. But again, I mean, I don't know if that's the case. That's just what my parents told me. And, you know, they haven't done a master's themselves for like 40 years now. So, you know, I'm sure shit's changed since they did that. But, you know. Lil Dumpy, my beloved, for real, though. Lil Dumpy, my beloved. Yes. Do I want to check the Devil Room? Oh man, I'm tired today. I don't know what's going on, but I'm tired today. No. You know, as long as we're trying to unlock this, we'll go for angel deals. As long as we're trying to unlock this, we're gonna go for angel deals. Give me just a second. Oh, do you want to hear a thing? You want to hear kind of a funky thing? There's a podcast ad I've been getting recently. That's for the podcast Throwing Shade. And the two hosts in the podcast go like, and by the way, we don't have one of these pacts that if we're both single by 30, we'll get married. Like, they just offer that information for free. Which kind of makes me think they definitely do have one of those pacts. But anyway, hearing them say that gave me the very prescient feeling that I do have one of those pacts. But I forget with whom. I just feel like I definitely have a pact that if I'm single at 30, I'm marrying someone. And I don't know who. And by the way, I feel like if they've not made a movie about that, they should. Because that shit is like ripe for the picking. That's actually really good. So I am like... Who was it? I feel like when the pact was made, I was like 14, 15. So the pool of people it can be is a little limited. You know, it's like gonna be people at school or like at my extracurriculars, but there's not a big like there's not a big source of people that I could have this pact with. But there is someone, and I don't know who. Picking 30 like it's a super old age. I don't think they're picking 30 because it's a super old age. I think they're picking 30 because 30 is a good age to get married at. Like, and if you don't have your shit sorted by 30, it does kind of like I mean, first of all, they pick 30 because 30 is what they say in the movies. But also like pick 30 because 30 is the age by which it kind of feels like you need to have your shit sorted, and if you don't, it's like you feel the pressure from peers and such to have shit sorted. I say that like I am personally affected by that. I am not. First of all, I'm in a very happy, loving relationship, which hopefully will have me married before 30. But it's just weird to think about. Like maybe at my wedding there'll be like a girl like sobbing, being like, I could have married him if he had just stayed single. I don't know if they would sob over that. Maybe it's a little conceited to say they would sob over me. But maybe I'm someone's like safety net. I feel like, okay, if you have a marriage pact with someone, like if we're not married by age 30, we'll get married. If you are getting married and the other person does not have someone, I feel like it's the bro code, it's the bro move. You gotta find a replacement. You gotta find someone to tag in for you on that deal. It is also completely normal to be single then, yes. I feel like it's the bro code, right? If you have that the marriage deal, you gotta find a replacement. You gotta like Indiana Jones with the gold bag and the idol, you know, you gotta replace it. Someone tag in. Yeah. I'm about to die. Please. Oh, he's so good with it. He is so good with it. Please, balls of steel. Please, balls of steel. Please, balls of steel. Tears up, speed down. Maybe that's worth some coin. Nope. Alright, move. I don't know. I feel like, wouldn't you, like, appreciate it, right? If you were on the other end of that deal, wouldn't you appreciate it if someone was like, listen, I'm getting married. I know we had that deal, but have you met Devin? I feel like in every respect, Devin is like me. I can't believe it's not Galleon, you know? Ooh. I don't know. It feels like, I feel like I would appreciate it if someone did that for me. I'd be like, thanks, dude. I do want to meet Devin. He seems like a cool guy, and I know you and I trust your judgment. Oh god, this is gonna kill me, I think. Fuck, dude. Lil Dumpy. Fuck. You know, like I know weekdays are Isaac days, but today I might pivot. I don't know. Is there anything you want to see? Oh. Because today, like, it might be just because I've gone so hard at like unlocking the Forgotten and it's such a drag. But I just can't bring myself to play much more Isaac today. Oh my fucking god, dude. Yeah, I'm gonna restart this run. But like if there is something we need, if there's something in the eyes would like to see. I've certainly got like games installed I haven't even looked at. I am curious to actually. Oh my god. I really want to play. I downloaded it and I barely, like, I think I did the first case and barely that. The Ace Attorney game for the 3DS. Was I? Oh, I'm so in time. The Ace Attorney game that's like it's set in the past. Okay, fuck you, dude. I really actually enjoy that. Wait, my range is how low now? Not great. So like maybe I'll pivot to that later. After however this run goes, I can't imagine it'll go very well the way it started. How it started, how it's going. Taking damage can make me temporarily invincible, for sure, for sure. Bomb them. Go. Yeah, I forget, Bell. Are you an Ace Attorney head? I feel like you might be. You are. Dude, okay, this is gonna be great for you. Dude, these pills went freaking crazy. Oh my god. Okay, so yeah, we'll do some of that. Been a hot sec since I played it. Have you played this like 3DS one? Because it honestly, I played the first case and it was like super fun. And I'm so into playing more of it. Wait, is it installed though? Or is it like... I need to check a thing. Because it might be installed in the old fucking drive. Because this... I had a computer before this one. As many people do, I think. But I had a computer before this one. But then I bought this one off of a friend. And I put my old drive into the new computer, but as a backup drive. So it's like a little fucked up. Like some of my old files, I need to go around and look for them and shit, you know? But yeah, I can start putting a little of that on. It'll also, I think, be good for the ecosystem, especially I think for the YouTube ecosystem, because, well, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead. Yes, I am sure I want to exit. This is gonna be a brave choice, first of all. Gonna marker this up. We're gonna finish this here.